With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready. 55. Check, 55, Mike. Go, Captain, let's go. We got this. Check your hot read. 22, check, over. 22, check, over. Last second.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now back to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. 18 yards, first down Niners. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check 44. Mike 55. Here we go. Watch out.
They'll look to throw here. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Switch it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal.
Mike 55.
He'll drop to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. From 6 yards away. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Running right, this is Tomlinson. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Tomlinson. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
What? 380. Mike 57. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Tomlinson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
57
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 99. Check 99. Let's go. Right. Hey, I'm coming. Shoot.
2nd and 10. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 81 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Tomlinson, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike's 56. Alert, 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 alert. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Look small. 56 to Mike, boy, 56.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Good job right there. Good job right there. 56, Mike, 56. Pick it up.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines.
Pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Touchdown City, baby. Touchdown City. Shut 50. Mike 54. Hey, me and you on deck.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Let's go. Let's go.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 34.
1 12. 12.
Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and
from the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Go. Motion. Check. Shift. 57 to Mike. 57. Go. 4 down. 12. 57 to Mike. 57. Shut. Hey, tight that.
Now Wilson to throw again. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Go. Left. Hey, alert. Go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
it's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 10. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in his zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Hey, switch gears.
Now it's Hines. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side. Hines. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
I got you. Shift. Watch the shift.
Good guys, 4 down. We're left for signals.
Ball trot.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Now Wilson on first down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's got some space here. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Nelson Aguilar. His third touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now, San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check 50. Check. Got it. Hey, 0, 0, 0.
All go special. All go special. Good cut.
Here's Wilson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
One left, one left. Fair, fair.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They're running. Tomlinson. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Again, it's Tomlinson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Be alert, be alert. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You pass him, Hassan. Don't be scared of it.
Throwing is Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Going for a right side here, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st down, Tomlinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Zebra.
To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
56. Check 56.
From the gun, Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. This is Tomlinson, and a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Now Wilson, and my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Let's go. Tight end left, tight end left. We got three, fellas. We got three. Let's go. Come on. Ready, go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
56. Mike, 56.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 25 yards that time. On first down, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
56. Mike's 56.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he fends him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now it's Wilson. From the left side, it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
56. 56.
Watch the slit. Watch the slit.
Wilson now on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
It's now 3rd down.
No pass. No pass. 56, Mike. 56. 36 power.
Rush in. Rush in.
Go. 36 power. Good.
Operating from the gun. Wilson throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
56. Mike's 56.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
56.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He don't know no better.
Wilson on 1st and 10. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Man open, it's Goodwin. A good pickup there, 21 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Back to throw now on first down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. DJ Chark, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Booker T. 57. Hey, 0, 0, 0. Not today. Hold up. 57 Mike. Mike 57.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Don't let him breathe. You guys, listen. 22, Jet, Bomber. 22, Jet, Bomber. Alert 3. One left. Took right.
Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 25. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. The Seahawks on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here's Wilson to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
56.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll hand this to Tomlinson, running right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check. Fresno. Check 37. H3. Come. 5. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Mark 55. Come on. 55. Let's go. Fellas, let's set up. Check three. Hey.
Looking to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Yeah, baby. We got it.